Hello everybody. We wanted to give you a bit of a background information of how did we come to be here. So a few years ago we learned about permaculture and we fell in love with the principles and with the basic thing of permaculture. So we decided we definitely want to do something with it, but we weren't too sure yet what. Then I did my permaculture design course in Germany, and then a year later Jonah and I both went to do our course with the amazing Aranya in the UK, and we are still in touch with him and he's still helping us immensely throughout this whole process, so thank you Aranya. Then we thought, okay, what do we want to do with all of this knowledge now? And we knew we wanted to live on the land. We also both like Kenya. I love the climate, the warmth of the people, the friendliness of the people, and Jonah is from here. So it was kind of clear that we would like to come here. We started slowly the process of searching for land. We had a lot of help from Jonah's family, especially his brother Simon. He's with us at the moment for the first couple of weeks, helping us set everything up here. So when we made some choices for what land looked good in our price category, he went around and visited the land. They came to this piece, so he and his father-in-law, because the father-in-law knows this area very well, and they both fell in love with it and said, you have to buy this piece. So we took a leap of faith. We bought this piece of land a few months ago, and then the process started of getting us here. So we decided we're going to pretty much leave everything and come to Kenya. We were ready by the middle of March, so about a couple of weeks ago. And since then we've been in the process of, getting set up here. We're basically standing at the plot where the first house is going to be built. That will be for a later video. And we are very much looking forward to the journey that is going to come ahead. We are planning on working really closely with the local community, because that is one of the things about permaculture that we very much love. It is very community-based, very social. We want to do that. We want to do a lot with the land. But for the moment we are just getting started, and the rest of the video, it will be a very long video, because the rest of the video will be a walk of our land. We're going to walk the perimeter, and I will do my best to do a running commentary while we're walking the land, and we hope you find it interesting. And if you would like to leave any comments, if you have suggestions, ideas, we are very much looking forward to those. So hope you enjoy the walk of the land. Thank you. We are now at the land, and we're going to do a quick walk around the whole piece of land. The work for the building is starting today. They've already dug some holes, and our architect, also here, that's called a fundi, he's going to update us with videos. So I will integrate the videos in later parts. So let's turn around. This is the street. And Simon, this is the street to the land. We've got some very nice views of the hills in the back, and the land extends quite a bit there, but we will walk that later. So we will start at that corner right here. Bit of a clearing. At the moment we have a simple fence that we are going to work on as we proceed. Some parts are opened because we have herders in the area, and they cut the wire and bring the animals on the land. So, but once we are living on the land in about 6 weeks, that should not be a problem anymore. This is where the workers are going to put through all of the materials, and that's, you can see some people in the background, that's where the house is going to be located. We will have a lot of clearing to do.
Yeah, and the contention.
The land we are walking on at the moment, because we're not walking on our land, we're walking on someone else's land, but they are not here yet. They haven't done anything yet. They just bought the land next to us, but nothing is happening, so we can still walk once around the land. And who knows, soon we might not be able to do that anymore, but we will start clearing some paths in our land so that we can start walking inside. Then we can take some wood for fencing, because what we will do is, between the posts that you see, we're going to put lots of little sticks, and then we're going to plant trees on the inside so that eventually we won't have a barbed wire fence, but we will have a living fence. That's the plan, at least. No, I didn't.
Shall I go get some?
It's okay. There is a lot of bushes, but you can see there are some paths through the land already. It's probably what the herders created, because this land hasn't been used for years and years and years. There are some trees with fruit. Some of them are edible, and we're planning on working around the existing vegetation at the beginning. So we are not taking down a lot, but we're doing it slowly, planting all around with fruit trees, nut trees, maybe some trees for timber, maybe some medicine trees, like the quinine tree. That would be good for malaria medication, and it grows in this part of Kenya. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but there's a lot of birds around. Here you can see how some herders have removed some fencing. We will just have to fix it slowly. Now that we are not using all of the land yet, it's fine for the herders. You can see the camel hoofs. There are camels here, cows. Wari. And we're almost at the bottom of the land. So this is the straight side. We've got two straight sides to the land, and then from here it is going in a bit of a funny way. This is a road. These are the these are the beacons for the land that marks where our land stops. We have a little road here, so this neighbor and us, we agreed that we're going to have probably a bigger road at some point that a car can drive through. So we both agreed to get to go a little bit back with our land so that we have enough space.
Or fence.
A road.
Yeah, enough space for a road. So the fence will actually be moved back a little bit, probably. Because our land originally, you can see where the concrete has already been removed. It has already been moved back a little bit. We'll see if it can probably stay there. We'll just see. But the chief is also there to help us. We've already spoken to the chief because at first the neighbor wasn't too happy with our poles. But I think we found an agreement. So here the land is going to go in a little bit. Oh, out.
Yes, within that one.
Aha! So this is another marker, another beacon, and instead of going straight, we are going to turn. Here we don't have any fence yet, because that was a contested part of the land. But it's not contested anymore.
Here's your other beacon.
Ah yeah, there's the other beacon. So now we're going to turn again. So you have this little extra piece here. It's very, very green. And we've got a few big trees on the land already, which is very nice. We just need to decide where we're going to place everything. The house is now decided. We're going to get water. Probably when the house is nearly finished, we're going to get the water. It takes a day to connect. And it also...
Yeah. Ah, yes.
Yeah, so Simon just said we should do it before the mudding work starts in the house. Just so that we make sure that everybody has water, because they will need water to do their mudding work.
Alright.
Got some beautiful flowering trees as well, but we want to
Yes,
definitely plant a lot more flowering trees, because sometimes when you drive through some areas here, all you smell is the scent of the flowers, and it's just amazing. So we want to have a lot more flowering trees on our land. And also you can use the flowers to make different things with it. For example, the baobab tree. We've been told you can make all sorts of wonderful things with the flowers. Mahogany flowers. I don't know if anybody knew that, because I didn't. But the mahogany flowers, it's probably one of the nicest trees I've ever smelled. We just can't tell anyone we have mahogany on the land, because the tree won't last.
No.
And yeah, there are some flowers there. So here we don't know what happened to the beacon. It's John, the son of the landowner. He told us the beacon was right there, but we can't see it. So we just trust his judgment that the beacon is right there.
The chief would...
Yeah, the chief would have told us, because the chief signed off on the land. So if the land isn't right, then we would have known. So there should not be any more contestation on the lines of the land. So here you can see we also don't have a fence yet, which is fine. The herders seem to be coming through the other way, but hopefully they just come through here because there's no fence. And in a minute we need to do a bit of a walk around our fence. So here, because as you can see it's too wild to continue here, so we do a little bit of a loop. So again we are on someone else's land. These people, they bought the 10 acres next to our land. We don't know yet what they are doing with the land, and they don't seem to be here yet either. So we'll see. So now the question is, we go back there, or does it continue here? We go back there? Yeah. So here's where the road is. And there's probably a beacon here somewhere. Let's see if we can find the beacon, or if it's too hidden. It might be too hidden at the moment.
Yes. There is.
There is the beacon! It's a massive beacon. Very good. Right, so we've done a zigzag and we're going to...
We come like this and then we go back down for a bit and then we go across.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a bit confusing.
John has fence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a fence, so... I walked the land exactly once so far. So it will take some time to get used to it, but John knows.
John puts up the fence. And this goes down there.
Down there. Then it goes down this way.
Yes.
Then it goes back up. I think that was what we confessed.
Yeah. The weird shit.
The weird shit.
So I quite like that it's not a square, but it's a funny shape, because it makes the land a lot more interesting. Oh, little salamander just crossed the road. We continue straight. I think it's then to the right, right? Yeah. Yes.
You can see it.
We're almost at the third corner, pretty much. There's the corner right there.
Yeah, so it must go back there.
It comes down this way.
Yes.
Yeah. And the beacon is right behind that bush.
So there's a massive bush that is not on our land.
And the beacon is right around
Yeah,
it.
and the beacon is
Simon took the shortcut.
no? You took the right way.
Here's the beacon, with Simon posing. And on we go. I think this is where we had to do a funny little bit with the...
We went,
I think we first went in and then we went out again, didn't
we
we?
went on that side and then at some point we had to go in or something.
Yeah, but I think I can walk along here. So here there's a lot of roads already in the land that will make things very easy for us. With the barbed wire we have to be a bit careful. We weren't really too happy with it, but it's the first solution to fence the land. Once we have a live fence we can remove
Inside.
the barbed wire again.
Can't really open the inside. This now would be interesting.
That shape, funny shape. So I guess the
I
neighbor
kept wondering what the fuck are they talking.
Here you have to be
straight.
just a little bit careful because there might be snakes. I mean, snakes are nocturnal. They shouldn't really be around right now, but still better not touch any trees in case they are lying on a tree. Something smells amazing right now. We need to learn the botany of this area so that we can tell you which plant it is that we're actually smelling. Yeah, when we have the guest cottages, we want to have a lot of flowering trees around because that would just be amazing when you wake up. Look here, someone else removed some fencing. I guess this is the biggest road through the land, and when it wasn't fenced, nobody knew
So you see the end
that this was a piece of land. So we will try and find a way to work with the herders. So we might plant some plants that are good for camels. This is the flower that smells so amazing. So we need to find out. If anybody knows, let me know.
And we can grow it.
And we can grow it. We probably have some on the land already. But it smells... I don't know how to describe it. It smells lovely. Let's just go with lovely.
Good for making honey, right?
Yeah, this would... Yeah, because Jonah wants to have some honey.
Bees.
Bees for the honey. So that's another reason why we want to have a lot of flowers and flowering bushes, flowering trees. Here's another lovely little flower, but that's more of a, a regular climber. Right here we need to do a little bit of a workaround because, as you can see, no throughway.
You have to go around.
But we'll make a way on our inside.
Yeah. John should be able to do that. Once the fence is up, you can cut and then you can put some, whatever it is, say maybe native grass for it. Then after the native grass you can do a line of trees.
Yes.
Right, let's see if we can go back. I think so. Yeah, today is the first day of a little bit less hot temperatures. It's been quite hot. It's been about, I don't know, probably low 30s. But today it feels like it's mid-20s, which is quite nice. And there's a bit of wind going, so it feels nice. You can hear the road. Almost. Oh yeah, I can see the end.
Yeah, we paper all this and make it look like a orange one. Yeah.
I'm going to have to go a bit slow because there's some cut wood in the way.
Wood
Wood
or
that you can use.
yeah.
So
Oh, I'm stuck.
this that you can
Yeah.
use for timber.
Yeah, for the cottages, for example, if we grow our own wood, then we don't have to worry.
Now it's going to go a bit slowly, slowly. The last bit here is a little bit precarious. And some of these trees have thorns, so you just want to be a bit careful. And here
Is the beacon.
is our
Beacon.
main beacon, the road beacon. It's got Jonah's initials on it. And here we are at the road. So you might be able to see the car in the distance. That's how long the land stretches. Because you can't really see on any of the other sides how long the land is, because you're just walking through bush basically. But here you can see the whole length of the land. We will be busy, I think. But it also means that we can grow a lot of different things. We're planning later to have animals as well. We'll start with chickens, goats, and then later on probably cows and who knows what else. Maybe we open a donkey sanctuary. I want a donkey. I also want a dog. But everybody keeps saying no, don't just take a dog. Because there are lots of street doggies. And apparently I'm not allowed to just take a street doggy. It's very sad. To be honest, at the moment we don't really have the capacity to feed the little doggy. Maybe rabbit?
Yeah.
Yeah, rabbits are good.
Rabbits, okay. I'm allowed rabbits. We'll have eagles, that's for sure. There's loads and loads of eagles, which probably means that with the chickens we'll have to have goats or something that protects the chickens. Because they'll be really nice food for the eagles. Also, here's our electricity line. So no problem getting connected, though we do want to have solar. We will get the connection just as a backup, and at the moment the connection is done. Is it for free?
Yeah, that's what he told me the last time.
So at the moment,
You just apply and they connect you.
so you apply and they connect you, so we can have electricity in the house. And then I think the water is a bit further
Right next
up.
to you.
Ah, okay. Because the water has already laid on the land, so all we need to do is get a tank, and they'll do all of that. So we apply, and then it takes 1 day to get all of the water connection done. And then what we just need to do is get the pipe to the house. And then we have running water in the house. We do want to collect as much rainwater as possible. So we will have gutters, we'll have rain barrels, and then we just see about cleaning the water for drinking purposes. And they are the way that they're building the house, they're going to take the mud from our land, and then they will dig a nice round hole so that we can have a water cistern underground. We'll just put in a big tank, and then that water is nice and cool, won't get infected with anything, so we can have another nice big water reservoir right on the land. We won't do a what's that thing called for the toilet? A pit latrine. We won't do that. We want to do a compost toilet at the beginning, and then for the guest cottages we are thinking about biodigester. Yeah, but that is still a couple of years from now, so that's the dream. Let's get the basics done first. Coming up
The water pipe.
to the water connection.
that little hexagonal shape, that's the water pipe. So we can connect to there. You can't see where they're building the house, but it's maybe 100 meters inwards. So we will make a little cut through all the vegetation so that we can reach. And that is the complete tour of the outside of the land. Next tour in a few weeks, when we cleared a bit more, will be some parts of the inside of the land. Very good. We're done. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we will be back for more. Bye.